Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here to the first Fan Fridays for the week, and we have Oranguru battles coming in, so I'm super excited for that. I'm wondering how the Machamp is going to work, because that's a good Trick Room Pokemon. Also, looking at the opponent's team, that is about as standard as it gets for VGC. So, even though it's a free battle, probably like training or practicing for VGC, just see what they're going to go up against. And things are going to get pretty crazy, but I like the idea with the Machamp that I'm still trying to figure out what Instruct does, because if you look it up, no one's really talked about it. I initially thought Instruct was going to work like Round, in that if your Pokemon's really fast, you use Instruct and it gains like that effective priority and just lets you use moves really fast. But I'm pretty sure that Instruct is based off of Oranguru's speed and just lets you do the same thing again. So I'm still trying to learn and figure out what's going on. Also, it doesn't let you select targets again. So when I first saw the Machamp, I was thinking, yo, double Dynamic Punch. You confuse everyone and do tons of damage. But it doesn't really work like that, so let's just see what happens. Machamp is going to Protect. That's pretty obvious. You Protect, you get that Trick Room up. The opponent switched, so that means Oranguru gets a free Trick Room, which is pretty awesome right there. And Tapu Lele doesn't get to nuke the Machamp. So we're getting stuff in right there. The Burn Orb is also going to come into play right now and give gut, or activate that Gut. So Machamp kind of shrugging off a little bit of that attack drop from the Arcanine. But Arcanine, oh, it comes in again. The opponent really wants to shut down the Machamp, but since it's getting 2 attacks, maybe that Instruct will be enough. So Machamp going to go for that Rock Slide. Interesting right there. Good amounts of damage onto the Arcanine. Yeah, that drop and the split damage and the non-stab super effective hit with a little bit of power. Kind of not a lot right there, but there's the Instruct from the Oranguru. And Machamp will go and throw down another Rock Slide. It's not enough to take out the Arcanine, but Arcanine switched in, so like it's dead. Even with that Citrus Berry, I believe. Yeah, that's going to be Citrus Berry on the Arcanine. Oh, no, and oh, that sucks. Like, Celesteela needed to get flinched right there, breaking through the odds, because, you know, double Rock Slide is going to be really good odds of flinching the opponent under that Trick Room. I mean, why Machamp? Why not just any Rock-type Pokemon? If you get Stab, that's equivalent to the Burn Orb right there. Also, maybe Machamp, it has that Ice Punch, it has Thunder Punch, it has kind of ridiculous coverage that really comes through. So we're going to see what happens here. Will Arcanine switch out or will it stay? Alright, Arcanine's... Man, the opponent is wasting a lot of time on those switches, but the team is still going to allow it to do this. So we're going to see what happens. Machamp with that Rock Slide. If Celesteela gets flinched, like that could mean something. Giving up a lot of free damage onto the Gastrodon as well. Oranguru with that Instruct. Celesteela, it's a neutral hit. It's a decent neutral hit, at least. So we're going to see that come through, and... yeah, that Intimidate, the double Intimidate is just pretty ferocious. And Celesteela gets the double Leech Seed. So now it's going to be getting like a quarter of its health every turn. That is not good right there. No odds, no luck right now for this strategy. And the Burn and the Leech Seed, it's not looking good for Machamp either. So that's no bueno. No buenos are in right now. And yeah, there goes Celesteela gaining everything back. Isn't VGC fun, guys? This is pretty much everyone's talking about. Like, Celesteela just turned out to be an absolute monster of sustain. Even if you're hitting it with super effective hits, it'll survive. It's like a Ferrothorn, but even worse. And now Garchomp comes in. So Garchomp, go try to deal with what the opponent's throwing out right now. Celesteela goes for that Protect. Wanted to at least eat up another free turn with that, with the rocks and stuff, or against the Rock Slide. Toxic onto the Oranguru. We'll start burning it down a little, since Oranguru just kind of sits in and doesn't get too much else done, but uses Trick Room again, so resets the Trick Room. Now Garchomp is going to be the fastest Pokemon on the field, so good call right there. And I'm wondering what we can get out of this, because yeah, Garchomp isn't going to be weakened. If he switches in the Arcanine, Arcanine's just going to straight up die. And I'm trying to figure out, like, Oranguru has that Telepathy, so if it has the Gravity, does Oranguru get Gravity? Because that would be really interesting if you like Gravity, ground these fools, and then get the crazy amounts of damage. Ooh. Celesteela, though, it had the Wide Guard all along. It just really wanted to get that Leech Seed down. Garchomp with the Fire Fang, though, it just wants Celesteela off. Good amounts of damage right there on that super effective hit, but between the Leech Seed... oh, wait, never mind, the Instruct! The Instruct is going to be enough to take out the Celesteela. That is great right there, because I was about to say, with the Leech Seed, with the Protect, Celesteela would be able to survive 2 turns of Onslaught, but there we go. Oranguru's Instruct pulling it out right now. And that's going to be Ice Beam from the Gastrodon. So Oh man, the double life orb burn, taking a lot right there. Garchomp manages to survive though. The ice beam from the Gastrodon, since full tank Gastrodon, not going to be too insane. Weirdness going to disappear from the battlefield. Arcanine comes in. I mean, I think that's when you just Earthquake it regardless, you know, you get the damage down that KOs the Arcanine. Like, even after that Intimidate, Arcanine's going to go down, Gastrodon will take a hit. Arcanine helping hand? The Gastrodon? I don't think that's how it works. Garchomp with the Outrage, though. Alright, interesting choice. Will select the Arcanine, and that will be enough to take down Arcanine. So trading the Arcanine for the Garchomp on that Life Orb right there. That's what I was wondering, like, if it gets the outspeed and gets the damage down anyways, then Gastrodon, you know, the Scald, I guess going for Scald, finish off the Oranguru. But no, Oranguru is too tricky, or too tanky. Too much or not enough damage right there, too much tank, even with the Helping Hand. I wonder if the Toxic is built up enough. It's doing a lot, but Oranguru is still alive right now, so, ooh. Ooh, that is good right there. We see the usage of a Confusion Berry, and it just wrecks with that Oranguru. Now Oranguru gets a ton of health back, 50% for a huge heal right there. Machamp, oh, that is how you swing that Fire Fang. That Fire Fang play changed this entire battle. Because now that's like all the momentum shift ever. Because Trick Room got reset because Oranguru was able to survive. And yeah, and then we just go for shenanigans right there on the Earthquake into the Instruct Earthquake. Tapu Lele going to get two-shot by this thing. Oh, that is the power of the Guts Machamp right there. Once it is not intimidated and Arcanine's down, and that's going to be the game right there. Like, I don't know if it's enough to take out the Gastrodon. Gastrodon might, like, barely survive. Yeah. But yeah, then we have Trick Room turn, and then GG's. GG's. So, Poison. Big poison damage onto Oranguru. Burn adding up on the Machamp. But we still have another Pokemon on our side, so not really going to be too much for the Gastrodon. I mean, the opponent tried to make those plays, and it just didn't happen. Like the Wildcard Celesteal. Oh, it adds so much extra filth. Oranguru's Telepathy doesn't care about that Earthquake. Then we Gastrodon. We know Gastrodon's not going to be able to survive that. So, Instruct, doubling down. Boom, that's going to be it. GG right there. Alright, so we got a taste of what Oranguru can do. And now let's go and queue up the next battle. Alright, so this next one, I don't even know what to expect. I'm just kind of letting the battle play out in the background as we get ready to set it up. Yeah, so all these are just double battles with Oranguru and stuff. Let's go and find out what else we can do with this. So that was, again, what I was thinking. It's like, yeah, Oranguru Trick Room seems to be like the best way to run them. I mean, Trick Room's always powerful. Like, whenever you're running some kind of doubles format, Trick Room is just going to appear, and you're going to have to deal with it. And Oranguru is slow enough to make it work. Machamp, definitely. Like, I love these options right here. I'm wondering also, like, what Scarf Oranguru can do. Like, if you can get those speed setups just the right amount, like 60 base speed Scarf, catching up to whatever speed amount that is. Oh, wow. Straight up Leech Life with the Mimikyu right there, trying to get some good damage onto the Oranguru. And that's just going to turn it around with the damage right there. So, Mimikyu, that's just going to be Disguise. So, Disguise is going to break. Drampa takes a little bit of damage. And then Oranguru is going for the Trick Room right now. Wait, what? Oh, no, that's the opponent right there. And he is just leading Z-move with his Drampa. What is that going to be? That's like the dragon one, right? Devastating Drake. I don't know. I'm guessing that it's supposed to be like Draco Meteor or something. Just insane amounts of damage onto the Machamp. And Machamp will survive with 1 hit point. That it? Is that it? No, yeah, it's no Focus Sash because it has the Flame Orb. So Machamp has 1 turn to do something. So I'm guessing, is that Machamp? Oh, never mind. Mimikyu with a Shadow Sneak. No fun. No fun for today. And Oranguru, did it go for the Instruct? Or did it go for something else? So I'm wondering if Oranguru like has that little bit of a damage option to help itself out. Oh, resets with a Trick Room. Good call. Wow, this Oranguru play is on point right now. Because you just, like, you know Oranguru is going to sit in there and be alive forever. So on the turn, you know Machamp's going down. It's like, well, he's dying anyway, so I don't get a chance to Instruct. I'm just going to Trick Room it. And then now Garchomp's, like, the amount of speed control I'm watching right now, it's like I'm always going first. Always going first. It's great. So, Mimikyu clutching that survival. Drampa will go down. So, 1 hit point. This is like 1 hit points the battle. Mimikyu with that leech life. Damage on the Oranguru. Oranguru will barely survive. Oh, that's going to be the Guava Berry. And then Oranguru is going to get way too tanky off of that. I don't think the leech life really going to do too much else for the Mimikyu right now. So, I'm wondering what else. Protect, leech life, play rough, shadow sneak. And because Leech Life is super effective damage, it's more damage than the Shadow Sneak as well, even with the Stab. So, there we go. Just go and crush it. Like, yo, the Trick Room, the Earthquake. And yeah, so, okay, so I was correct in my secondary suspicion. So, whenever Oranguru goes, it targets that Pokemon and then uses its last used move. Now, I'm wondering if, say, the Pokemon goes for the attack, Trick Room activates, and it carries over into the next turn, if there's also some crazy shenanigans that could be made right there. Ooh. Oh, it's over. Like, unless that's Scarf Lele, you know, we're just going to see way too much damage right here. So, Toxapex with a Baneful Bunker wants to survive that Earthquake, so it's going to try to stay alive right there. Garchomp with the Earthquake. Tapu Lele's going to take big damage, and how much will Garchomp take in return? Because we got a weird battlefield right now. So, things are about to get pretty crazy. Damage onto Tapu Lele, it's big. It's very big. Oh my goodness. That's fairly ridiculous right there. Tapu Lele has the Moonblast. Just wants Garchomp gone. But what do we have in response? Like, Oranguru, what does it do? Like, I don't think there's much of an Instruct option when you expect something like that. Yeah, you just throw it out there anyways. You know, maybe went for Psychic, maybe tried to kill Oranguru. Who knows? But now Slacking is in. And Slacking does the same thing. Slacking has Earthquake. Yeah. So that's going to be outspeed on Tapu Lele. That's going to be damage onto the Toxapex. It's crazy. Like, all of these older Pokemon are just so much faster than, like, all of the 7th generation Pokemon. But all these 7th generation Pokemon are still, like, overtuned with power and stats and what they can do. Like, all the 7th generation Pokemon are OP if you take their speed out of it. It's ridiculous. So, that's going to be the Truant ability. Whoa! Interactions, my friend! Interactions! So, you can use Instruct to speed up the Truant. Huh. I would have guessed, but huh. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. And that's going to be Baneful Bunker, the Earthquake. I mean, it works because, in theory, if Instruct did not do that, the Toxapex could just infinitely stall because it just protects on the non-Truant turn, and then that's going to be GG right there. But, cool. Like, we speed it up, and then the opponent drops the forfeit right there. Yo, these are some cool battles. Let's throw down one more. Gotta throw down one more with the Oranguru when it's doing stuff like this. Yeah, I can't wait to see what kind of Oranguru submissions we start getting for Fan Fridays. So yeah, it's kind of the same team over and over. We're gonna see what Metagross does, how that will lead out. Oh man, Arcanine is just everywhere right now. I mean, it's so weird because physical always going to dominate. You have higher average power, you have like better move options and doubles and stuff. And then like the Intimidate Pokemon come in and they gotta bring special attackers, but then they don't do as well traditionally. But that's going to be the Muck and Ninetales lead. I mean, Metagross just absolutely just shatters that. So we're going to see what can happen here. And at least with the Instruct, if you set up the Instruct correctly, even if they're going to be like switching out or bringing in the Arcanine or something like that, you get enough damage. So I'm guessing Ninetales withdraw into the Arcanine. Easy peasy read right there. But I mean, that means like your Metagross does not need to protect this turn. This is when you just throw down the damage and you go for, oh wait, Metagross has Clear Body. Never mind. Perfect. What was I talking about? Yeah, that actually works out super well because Metagross, even though you can't Mega Evolve in VGC, yeah, you see the Arcanine on their team, you lead the Metagross, and then you just go straight Earthquake or Explosion. You can do that one too. Oh wait, that's actually amazing because now you explode. Oranguru's Telepathy. You remove the Intimidate threat. Oh, never mind. They barely survive right there. But that's still Trick Room. So you Trick Room Explode first turn with that Telepathy. Knock off. Oh, so much damage onto the Oranguru. There goes the Guava Berry. But the Trick Room will come in and like you just Rock Slide and then everything dies. And then you Instruct the Rock Slide and then everything dies. Yeah, at least Oranguru has enough health to go and survive that Hail right there. Interesting. Oh, Arcanine knocks itself out. Cool. I don't think that that's a bad thing. Like, I don't think that's a misunderstanding of the synergy. I think that's, oh, I shouldn't have taken that much damage. Whoops. But yeah, Ninetales is going to get wrecked by this Machamp because that's double Rock Slide on a super effective hit, and Ninetales is fairly frail, and Muck's going to go down anyways. Oranguru, though, with the Protect. Alright. Muck going for that knockoff, and that means we're just going to go and see Machamp with that Earthquake right there. So, Earthquake, still going to be a lot of damage, and Muck will go and get bodied. Yeah. And then Ninetales takes a little bit of damage, but I mean, that's done. It's like fast, it's free, it's done, GG. Something like that. Oh, the Aurora Veil, going to try to go and build up those defenses. Yeah, like, Ninetales with the Aurora Veil does put in the work. Does put in the work pretty well. Oranguru takes a little bit. I guess protecting from the Shadow Sneak, you know, that does make a lot of sense with a Muck on the field. And in comes the Alakazam. So how much damage can we get down on the Alakazam? My guess is that it's going to be too much for Alakazam to survive with... Ooh, the Aurora Veil is up, though. So I guess Alakazam has to flinch then. We got to see a flinch out of this for the double Rock Slide, because that's still really good. We also have the Burn Orb now, so we have the Burn Orb, so that's going to be good damage up. Oh, Tracing Telepathy. I don't think that really matters. It's not like it protects it from the opponent hitting the move right there. So Ninetales goes down just straight up like that. I mean, it's pretty much over at this point. Oranguru with the Instruct, so that's going to be just a little bit of a boop right there with the Machamp Rock Slide onto the Alakazam. If it flinches, it's over. If it doesn't flinch, I mean, there's still enough for stuff to happen. Oh, Psychic, wow. Alakazam surviving it, getting that Psychic down, and Machamp will faint. But there's so many different options you can take right now because, I mean, Alakazam's just going to go down to Hail in a couple of turns anyways. So you could Protect, reset the Trick Room, or never mind, Alakazam was that low anyways, and that's still the GG. Huh. Alright, just enough damage. Yeah, like you Protect, you reset, you refresh the Trick Room. Also, actually, Mega Alakazam is so fast that Garchomp benefits under Trick Room against the Mega Alakazam. Either way, those are some pretty awesome, like, battles from the Oranguru. So yeah, Trick Room, amazing Trick Room Pokemon. That thing is tanky, and it just survives, and it just doesn't care. So that works out pretty well. The rest of the team synergy, it looks like we saw a little bit of a reaction for everything. Against the Intimidate Pokemon, we can Explode. We can try to deal with him. We get the right reads, and then everything just kind of snowballs in our favor. I initially thought different of what this team was going to do, but seeing how proper Oranguru play, like, that was perfection right there when we saw those Trick Room refreshes. So, very on point right there, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I can't wait to see what we have for the rest of Fan Fridays this week.